Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 27 and 28. And for more video like this, subscribe our channel. One has to take birth according to one's activities of life. And after finishing one term of activities, one has to die to take birth for the next. In this way, one is going through one cycle of birth and death after another without liberation. This cycle of birth and death does not, however, support unnecessary murder, slaughter, and war. But at the same time, violence and war are inevitable factors in human society for keeping law and order. The Battle of Kurukshetra, being the will of the Supreme, was an inevitable event, and to fight for the right cause is the duty of a Kshatriya. Why should he be afraid of or aggrieved at the death of his relatives, since he was discharging his proper duty? He did not deserve to break the law, thereby becoming subjected to the reactions of sinful acts, of which he was so afraid. By avoiding the discharge of his proper duty, he would not be able to stop the death of his relatives, and he would be degraded due to his selection of the wrong path of action. Verse 28. Sri Krishna dispelled the cause of lamentation in respect to the soul in verse 2.20, and in respect to the body in verse 2.27. Now he includes both in this verse. Whether you consider the personality to be an eternal soul or to be a temporary body, or even if you accept it as an inconceivable mixture of soul and body, you should not lament in any way. The cause for lamentation is only attachment that arises out of illusion. In the material realm, each individual soul is bound by three bodies: gross body, subtle body, causal body. Gross body consists of the five gross elements of nature: earth, water, fire, air, and space. Subtle body consists of 18 elements, 5 life airs, 5 working senses, 5 knowledge senses, mind, intellect, and ego. Causal body consists of the account of karmas from endless past lives, including the sanskars, tendencies, carried forward from previous lives. At the time of death, the soul discards its gross body and departs with the subtle and causal bodies. God again gives the soul another gross body according to its subtle and causal bodies, and sends the soul into a suitable mother's womb for the purpose. After the soul gives up one gross body, there is a transitional phase before it receives a new gross body. This could be a few seconds in duration or a few years long. So before birth, the soul existed with the unmanifest, subtle, and causal bodies. After death, it still exists in the unmanifest state. It only becomes manifest in the middle, so death is no reason for grief.